Heart failure is one of those conditions that quietly takes over the body long before the patient realizes what is happening. It isn't the heart stopping. It's the heart losing its power to pump effectively, leading to a backlog of blood and fluid throughout the body. In simple terms, the heart becomes too weak or too stiff to meet the body's demands. What makes heart failure so dangerous is that its early signs are easy to ignore. A little breathlessness, slight swelling in the ankles, a bit of fatigue after climbing stairs. But inside, the heart is fighting a battle it cannot win alone. Today, I will take you through heart failure in a way that makes every mechanism crystal clear. If you are a nurse, doctor, or medical student, this breakdown will change the way you understand and manage this disease forever. Heart failure reveals itself through symptoms that all point to one core problem: poor cardiac output. Patients feel short of breath because fluid begins to accumulate in the lungs, making oxygen exchange harder. They experience fatigue because the muscles are starved of proper blood supply. Swelling in the legs and ankles occurs when blood backs up into the venous system, pushing fluid into tissues. A persistent cough or wheezing happens as the lungs struggle with excess fluid. Rapid weight gain over a day or two is not fat. It is fluid retention due to worsening congestion. Jugular venous distension tells you that the right side of the heart is falling behind. Cold extremities and pale skin indicate that the body is redirecting blood to vital organs because the heart cannot keep up. Every sign leads back to one cause: the failing pump. Heart failure begins when the heart muscle is damaged, weakened, or stiffened by conditions like hypertension, myocardial infarction, or cardiomyopathy. As the heart struggles to pump effectively, cardiac output drops. The body senses this decrease and activates compensatory mechanisms. First comes the sympathetic nervous system, increasing heart rate and contractility in an attempt to maintain blood flow. Then the renin-angiotensin system activates, causing vasoconstriction and fluid retention to raise blood pressure and preload. At first, these mechanisms help, but over time they overload the heart, increasing its workload. The ventricles begin to dilate or hypertrophy, trying to adapt, but this remodeling further weakens pump function. Eventually, fluid backs up into the lungs or systemic circulation, leading to congestion. The cycle continues until the heart can no longer compensate, and symptoms worsen rapidly. Medical management of heart failure focuses on breaking the vicious cycle of fluid overload. Poor perfusion and cardiac strain. Diuretics are used to remove excess fluid, easing pulmonary congestion and reducing blood pressure. ACE inhibitors or ARBs reduce afterload and stop harmful remodeling caused by the renin-angiotensin system. Beta blockers slow the heart rate and allow the ventricles more time to fill while decreasing oxygen demand. Aldosterone antagonists help prevent fluid retention and protect the heart from further fibrosis. In more advanced cases, vasodilators, inotropes, or mechanical support devices like LVADs come into play. Sodium and fluid restriction are reinforced to prevent volume overload. Each medication has one mission: reduce strain on the heart, improve pumping efficiency, and prevent worsening of the disease. Nursing management plays a decisive role in preventing heart failure from escalating. Continuous monitoring of vital signs, oxygen saturation, and daily weight reveals early signs of deterioration. Assessing breath sounds allows you to catch pulmonary congestion before it becomes severe. Strict input and output measurement ensures that no hidden fluid accumulation is missed. Educating the patient on low-sodium diets, medication adherence, and recognizing early symptoms empowers them to prevent rehospitalization. Elevating the head of the bed eases breathing, while providing oxygen supports gas exchange when pulmonary edema develops. Nurses must also monitor for side effects of medications such as electrolyte imbalances from diuretics or bradycardia from beta blockers. The real power of nursing in heart failure is anticipating complications before they strike and acting quickly to protect the patient.